Okay, the village is kind of hidden right here. Hey, what do you got, Kronos? More stuff. Same as every other village trader. Okay, this is a pretty cool village. Oop. Alright. Back north. I shouldn't be stopping at every single village. Ah, those are good cabbages, though. Come on. White lupins. Hmm. That could have been a lot deeper and a lot deadlier. Granite sands. I once went to Sarasota, Florida, and they had beaches that were like this very white sand. It was pretty cool. Would recommend. Like, I wouldn't want to live there. I cannot deal with any more heat than where I'm at right now. I belong way up north in the frozen mountains. Bloop. Nice, beautiful sunset. Sailing back home. If I stick to the east, might be able to stay in the ocean a lot longer. Hello, wolves. Plus the sea wolves won't get me. What kind of trees are these? Bald cypress. wonder how many in-game months I've been gone. I've pretty much missed the entire summer here. June? Okay, not as bad as I thought. I basically set out in like May. It was just, you know, a nice 3-mile journey or 3-month journey. Best part about sailing is like I don't have to hold down the run button. Delicious soda. It still feels so far. Every now and then I see these mountains. I'm like, I know these mountains. I do not know these mountains. These are new mountains. But this might be the biggest lake ever. Feel like it's one of the biggest and deepest I've sailed across. Oop, almost fell in another pit. I don't want to go through there. I feel like I'll die. Not die. I feel like I will be very inconvenienced by the terrain. Oh, good morning, Danders. Kitty's here snuggling. Brace yourself, he's gonna headbutt the mic any second now. Nope, keep your head down. Don't do it. But in case I haven't introduced my cat lately, this is Baldanders. He doesn't meow, he makes these little trilly noises. Kind of like you would imagine a baby dinosaur would make. Full name is Baldanders. Named after a shape-shifting monster. Because he's a shape-shifting monster. I found him when he was just a tiny little kitten playing in the middle of the road. And so we had to save him. I was in no shape to take care of a kitty, but taking care of him his whole life. He's probably around 15 now. Which is a long time in cat years. Oh, there he goes. He headbutted the mic. But he is a sweetheart. He's a very social kitty. Like, he'll hang out with strangers, hug and kiss. That is the tallest tree I have ever seen. Look at these branches. Like, can I climb this tree? Ouch! Okay, I was worried that was like a wolf or something. Alright. Take a little screenshot. of me high up in a tree. I think that's actually one of the ideal places I would build a house. Make a redwood tree house. It is nice to know that you don't have to go too far for redwood. Like, I'm only 5,000 blocks from home. Like, check this out. Like, this is a perfect place for an Ewok village. Oh man, yeah, like huge branches. You could network all sorts of houses together. Again, these are things I would miss if I cheated. Has anyone here ever played the old school EverQuest, like the EverQuest, EverQuest 1? The first real MMO life waster? This guy? Nice. Yeah, whenever I think of villages in the trees, I think of like the wood elf starting area in EverQuest. And my favorite part about that tree city was the fact that the ground was littered with elf bones. Just so many people falling to their death in town every day. I found that hilarious. You can make Kelethin. Is that the place? Is that the wood elf town? Yep. So I try not to out my age here. I'm still trying to keep it a mystery. When I played EverQuest, wasn't too good. Like I the best I ever did is I could never figure out where I was supposed to go or what I was supposed to do. The best I ever did was as a wood elf, and I found like the black orc camp nearby Kelethin, and I have this problem where like in an MMO I want to try every single class and race, and basically every class race combination. So I started a new game as a dark elf, but the only way I knew how to level was as a wood elf, and so I made an enchanter. Uh, I got to the level where I could disguise myself as another race, so I would turn myself into like a half elf or something that would be tolerated in that area. And so I went up and leveled by killing dark orcs. And then when I felt like I'd leveled enough, I went back home. And it turns out the dark orcs are in the same faction as dark elves. And so I went back to the dark elf village, and I was no longer welcome there. Or the Underdark, whatever the dark elf city was. And I was still not welcome in the wood elf city, and so I was like, oh, how about this? I'm banned from every major city. It would have been okay in most of it, but the Warrior Guild would not have been pleased. Yeah, well, I feel like the guards attacked me. I can't remember. It's been a long time. And if the guards were members of the Warriors Guild, that makes sense. But yeah, this was back in the day when I didn't realize you should Google everything and read up on like what you're supposed to do. I went through too much of my life without, using the internet to my full advantage. Warrior Guild probably attacked you, and the guards were protecting them from you. Fair. Yeah, that sounds accurate. I'm still waiting for that next great MMO. Because every time I go back to WoW, well, actually, I think the next great MMO is probably Final Fantasy XIV. It took them a while. But once I got into it, I got pretty far. The trick for Final Fantasy XIV and me was I needed to learn to read. WoW trained me to just like mash my way through everything. Leave me alone, drifters. I need this onion. And these cranberries. This is starting to feel like home. I'm still a ways away. Your biggest dive into the genre in a whole is in a huge rut. And Bahamut says, my biggest dive into MMOs was Guild Wars. That's fair. If I had a squad to play with, I probably would have really gotten into Guild Wars 2. Not Guild Wars 2 specifically, but Guild Wars as well. First of all, the game had the best dance emotes. Hey, I see a light in the distance. Trader, probably. Though Guild Wars 2 was pretty good. So, you played number 1 for 11 years and number 2 for 6. Can I ask, what was your favorite race in 2? What does Floyd here have? More tapestries, actually. I'm very happy to find you, Floyd. Because I do want tapestries at some point. You are fairly close to home. Whoops. Yeah. Slipped. I dabbled in all of them pretty much. The only ones you ever played to any degree were EverQuest, Vanguard, and Rift. That's an interesting selection. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Vanguard and Rift. I feel like I play a bunch of different ones. But I don't know if I ever played Vanguard and Rift. I do have this thing where I'm only subscribed to a game at most at a time. And basically while I'm subscribed to it, I don't play nearly anything else. Vintage Story here counts because I rented a server out. Like those monthly payments, you get too many of those up, and that'll kill you. Games don't really have subscriptions anymore, which may be part of the problem. True. Actually, I did get really into Star Wars The Old Republic back when it was subscription only. And yeah, the second they went free to play and they locked things behind a subscription, I was like, I hate this now. Like, I didn't want to pay money, but if the only option was paying money, I was okay with it. It was weird. Kitty, what are you doing to me? You're headbutting the mic again. Do I need to stop giving you scritches? I can't stop giving the kitty scritches. He's too cute. You had a character for each class and race, but would think was on my Necro Sylvari the most. The Sylvari were my favorite too. I like the mushroom hat, or the mushroom head samurai kind of deal. And you love some of the mechanics from Star Wars: The Old Republic, but it had way too many cutscenes. I think that was kind of part of the appeal for me. That one I did play with friends, and I loved role playing and like voting on. I loved the branching dialogues and voting, and like rolling the dice to see who would get it. I remember I was role playing a Republic trooper who was just too old for this shit, and there was this like scene early on where there were people fighting in this airlock, and it was like, we can go in and save them, or you could choose the dark side option and flush everyone out the airlock. And being too old for this shit, I didn't have time for this. So I voted flush them all out the airlock, and everyone else in the party voted save them, and I won the role. The look on everybody's faces. It was great. Good times. It's Barry. Does Barry just live close to my house now? Like, I don't think I saw him way out there. Like, I guess he's just a fixture of our base now. Was he out in the jungle with us? Don't remember. He was? I'm getting so used to seeing Barry around that I don't even notice him anymore. Let's see, there's Trader Oliver. We can almost see the road. It's almost exclusively watery trails there. We can hop around this archipelago most of the way there. You're only supposed to see him during temporal storms. Yeah. I don't know why he decided to stick around, but I'm so happy to see him. Barry's my best friend. Hoping he'll move into the village sometime. He looks like he'd be a good baker. Berries. So many berries. Boy, it is a good thing we set out in the spring. Like, there was just enough. Having the food available in the summer is making this whole trip possible. Like, my pocket onions lasted quite a long time. There's a big religious fast coming up soon, and my wife takes part in those. And so I might be eating vegan for like an entire month. Oh, it's the road. We made it. I know it's horrible. I don't know, I'm getting better at being vegan. I can give you some life hacks. Did you know Nutter Butters are vegan? I think even Oreos are vegan. Like, that appeases the sugar heart. You can't eat onions. I've gotten better at onions. I figured out how to slice them without crying. So that's been nice. Anything vegan is basically flavored with onions. For me, it's chickpeas. Like, that's the thing vegans can't seem to get enough of. I really need them to stop with the chickpeas. It's too many. They act like that's the replacement for any solid food, and everything else is just lettuce. But I know there are other vegan options out there. I wish cashews or almonds were the base. But we're eating the cheap vegan stuff, so garbanzos all the way. I can see the diving board from here. It is ridiculous. Just as ridiculous as I remember. There's still ice in our lake. It's June. Gonna melt just in time to freeze again. Oh, time to take your daughter to work. All right. Have a good day, and thanks again for subscribing. Like, kind of blew my mind. I wasn't expecting anyone to subscribe. Probably in the first month of being an affiliate. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Oh, look at my garden. So much food. Oh, shoot, there's my alarm. We made it. The entire stream was me running home. I don't want to go to work. I'll throw the purple logs in there, but I'm taking the ebony with me. Those are mine. I'm going to fill this with terra preta. That'll surprise somebody. And you know what? I guess the pomegranate, lychee, and mango cuttings. Bamboo saplings. Sticks and logs, bamboo. That'll shock somebody. Plant and soil items. There's some rafflesia. Ores. Straight up galena nuggets. We have found so much cool stuff. Gears. I can't get over how much cool stuff we have. Peanut seeds, rice seeds. Oh, there's no more room in here. Hang on. That can't be right. Is this right? It feels wrong. Let's see. Amaranth, rice, sunflower. Oh, my food rotted. Did the rot. All right. It is good to be home. I flat out felt homesick. Oh, hey, Mini Lisper's house is coming along. A lot of grass growing inside it, but it looks nice. Ooh, and I love the bridge. Oh man, there's so much more stuff I need to see. I know friends have been playing. I have no idea what they've been up to. Ooh, this is perfect. I think it's the right height too. Are these stilts? Mini Lisper's house gonna be above water too? Because I want the water to come up to about this level. Maybe I'll keep it a little lower. But I want it to match with this lake here so I can connect them. Alright. Well, it is time for me to call it quits. If you watched on Twitch, thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone who's come in and given me so much support. I'm so happy to be affiliate, and I'm so sorry that there are ads now and there's no way to turn them off. Aside from that, if you watch it on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. Any little bit helps. And any money I do eventually make is going to go straight to improving the quality of the stream. Was that a little baby bunny? Baby full-grown bunny? Anyway, yeah, gotta get back to focusing. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Okay. Hey, everybody. If you have been enjoying my vintage story streams, if you want to see more vintage story, click over here on the right. And if you want to see something different, click over here on the left. If you just want to see more of me, click right here in the middle to subscribe and get notifications on all future updates. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.